All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy March. Yes, March 9th. It's been a days for me today. It has been one of those Tuesdays, and it's perfectly fine. It's just tomorrow I'm going to need like a rest day, but it's fine. Anyways, welcome to the team call. I'm going to keep this as short as possible, but I wanted to share with you a presentation that my corporate mentor shared with us at the retreat that was like, oh my gosh, it was super eye-opening. And then on top of that, we're going to get awesome, like, we're going to talk about vision and mindset on Saturday. So all of this kind of put together, I'm like beyond excited for like what's going to happen, and just our team is just going to go, it's going to explode. So I'm super excited. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And then that way we keep me on track because, I can go on tangents. So, all right. So my corporate mentor talked about 14 traits of a top coach. And he and a lot of us were like, we're not top coaches around here. But his thing is, whether your goal is to be a top coach or not, these are 14 traits of a great coach. And this is something that is a sliding scale. So you're going to use a scale from 1 to 10. So this is kind of, you're going to be working on this as I talk about it, because as we were doing this and I was typing it up and kind of him describing each trait, I was like, oh man, it was a lot of self-reflection, and it really opened my eyes to why my business is where it's at right now and what I can do to remedy that, what I can do to change that and improve that and make that like amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to use a scale from 1 to 10, and 1 is you don't resemble it and you don't live it. And 10 is that you live this daily. There are some things that you're going to say, yes, 100% I'm a 10. And some you're going to be like, yeah, I am a 1. And it's those ones that you really want to sit with and figure out, okay, what is it that's holding me back? And that's where mindset is going to come in on Saturday. And that's where vision is going to come in on Saturday. All of this kind of falls into place all hand in hand. So I'm really excited for Saturday, guys, like super excited. Okay. So here we go. From a scale of 1 to 10, we're going to talk about, and remind me before I close the call, please, I want to talk to you guys about the BFF promotion because I think it's just freaking insane. Okay. Now use a scale from 1 to 10. Are you genuine? Are you a genuine person? And coach, like a lot of people have told me that when they meet me, they're like, oh my God, you're just like who you are in your stories. I'm like, well, yeah, that's the point. I don't want to be some, stranger to you. And the people that I want to attract to my team, I want to go out to dinner with you. I want to go have a glass of wine with you. I want you to come over to my house so we can bond and have fun and enjoy each other's company. If I become somebody else, I'm not going to attract the people that belong on my tribe. Okay. So what you see is what you get. Do you show up authentically? Okay. Do you show up as yourself? Are you bold? Okay. Without a shadow of a doubt that you have the total solution in your pocket to help a person. They can come to you with any health or fitness problem, and you have the solution. They're low on energy. Hey, we got Energize and we got Shakeology for you. They need some kind of recovery because their muscles are really sore after their workout. We have something for that. They need a short workout that's great for beginners. We also have that. They need something that's advanced because they're a gym rat and they just want to be like hardcore. We have something for that too. And you know what? We're going to have a bicycle planted in everybody's house as well. So Carl is on a mission to make sure that we have everything that we need to help everybody with the total solution. But you need to know without a shadow of a doubt that you have it and that that these programs work. And a lot of that has to do with being a product of the product. And we'll talk about that soon. So 1 to 10. Right? Are you being bold? Are you bold? Are you bold enough to call people out on their BS when they give you an objection? Okay. Belief and confidence. Now, this is a 4-parter. Do you have belief in yourself? Do you have belief in our products? Do you have belief in our compensation plan? Do you have belief in our company? Carl came in and Zoom called into the retreat. And I have to ask Christina if I can share with you Carl's part, because he came in not like Mr. CEO, right? He came in as Carl. We're going to have a chat about this. This is where I stand. This is what's going on. And I love hearing Carl talk to us because you can hear and you can feel his heart for this company. He's not going anywhere. We're going public, but the man ain't going anywhere. His requirements were that he was head of the board and that he owned most of the company. And those are the two things that he kept, and it's happening. So we're not going anywhere. So feel secure in knowing that our company is sticking there. So do you have belief and do you have confidence in these four things? In yourself, in our products, in our compensation plan, and in our company, okay? Sliding scale, use 1 to 10. Where do you stand? And 5 is a chicken answer, so you can't say 5. All right, consistent and committed. Are you committed to a 5 to 10 year vision? Hi, I'm on year 7 of being a Beachbody coach. Do you have a vision that surpasses that 1 year, those first 3 months, 2 years, 3 years? This business, there's plenty of MLM businesses out there where it's heavy, heavy, heavy on compensation on the front end, but you are nonstop to continue earning income on the back end, right? Here, you do get a nice little bonus when you get somebody started, but as you grow your business, it compounds. And on the back end, it's super, super heavy. You just got to work a lot, not a lot, but you have to be very consistent in how you're showing up because it's not hard work. You just have to show up consistently and consistently invite people to join you. And that will compound. As you build your team, that back end income will increase. And you're going to see that your team cycle bonuses are greater than your retail bonuses. That's always my measure of success. Is my team cycle bonus larger? That means that my team is growing. That means my team is succeeding. Okay. Next, being okay with flaws and imperfection. So many people are held back by not being perfect. Perfection is the lowest possible standard you can aim for. Stop aiming for it. The only person that was perfect on this earth was Jesus. You're not Jesus. You're you. And you need to be okay with that. I show up with my ojeras. Today, I look like a disaster. And I said, I'm putting a filter on my IG stories, but I told my people, I said, I can't keep looking at my ojeras. I'm tired and that it is what it is. But I show up authentically. I either show up as a hot mess mom. I have my glam days. I have my cute days, but I'm going to show up with all my flaws and all my imperfections. I'm going to show you what my workouts look like. Ain't perfect. I'm going to show you my modifications. I'm going to show you the days that I'm eating cake and messing up my meal plan, right? You want to show up with your flaws. It's okay to. Where are you on that scale? Patience. Do you have patience in your results? In the customers that you get started, in the coaches that you get started, do you have patience in this business? This business takes time to build, but there's a time, there's like a moment, there's like a time in your business where it'll flip, where you're working and you're working and you're working. And yeah, you see those $14 cycles and then it grows up to 28 cycles. And maybe you hit diamond, you get those $18 cycles. And then you keep working and working. And all of a sudden you start seeing hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. You start seeing those things. It takes work, but I promise, exactly, the pendulum shifts. I promise there's that shift, but you have to be in this long enough to feel it. I promise you it happens. Okay. All right. We're almost finished here. I wanted to keep this pretty quick. Use a scale from 1 to 10. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Whether it's making trillers, some of you are not into Canva, and that's fine. And what I mean by having fun is, are you having fun with this business? Are you having fun? Are you showing up to the bod group? I know I haven't shown up today. I'll pop in today. Are you having fun with your customers? Are you having fun having conversations with people? Not just being like an inviting machine as in, hey, copy paste invites. That's not what this is about. You want to have fun. You want to have conversations. You want to build relationships. There's fun in that. And when you start building your team, it's really fun in that. You can have team days and you can have team calls and you can do these things. This is fun for me. It fulfills me. Are you creative? Now, I'm not totally creative. I have ideas in my brain and I don't know how to process it and put it down on paper. I do the best I can. I use Canva to make beautiful presentations, but there's ideas that flow and then I try to make it happen. Creativity comes from your vision, right? If you have a really, really strong vision for your life, for your big dreams, you can throw crazy ideas out and make them happen. So are you creative? Not necessarily artsy fartsy, because not all of us are, but creative in how can you make things fun for your customers, for your coaches? How can you make this a creative business so it's not just, okay, check that box off, check that box off, check that box off. What are you doing that's creative? Okay. Oops, I did this. Can dance without the applause. Okay. So this is what we mean by this is that you can do the work in and out, day in and day out, and not be recognized for it. People are celebrated in public for what they've done for years, what they've practiced for years and years in private. I mean, think of Michael Phelps, think of these Olympic athletes that train and train and train, and they compete every 4 years. Of course, they have all their, other divisions and other competitions that they compete in to qualify, but they're celebrated big for all the years of work that they've put in practice, right? In private. So are you okay with doing the work without being recognized for just doing the work? Part of it is the journey, right? Part of being that, having that discipline of showing up every day is part of it. So can you dance without the applause? I can. I'm good with it. Sometimes I'm like, hey, good job. And then I got to move on. Sometimes you got to celebrate yourself, right? Hey, I invited 10 people today. Celebrate that, right? All right. And finally, do you respect this business? This is a huge one. Because it's only $40 to start this business, many people treat it like it's a $40 type of hobby business. This is $1 million business. There are millionaires that are created in this business. Are you thinking that way? The overhead in our business is Shakeology, and it's something that we consume. We use it. $16 a month for customer service, for shipping, for warehouse, whatever, for inventory. All of these things that we take for granted, it's $16 a month is our overhead. And if you decide to buy little cute Etsy things, that's your overhead. There are people who pay, I'm sure, hundreds of dollars in overhead for their businesses, for their brick and mortar businesses. Do you respect this business for what it is? Or is it just a hobby, right? Are you treating it like a $40 sign up type of thing? Or are you treating it like this has the potential to give me freedom, either of finances, of time, of choice, right? Do you respect this business? Are you committed to a program? Guys, our job is to work out. Our job is to work out. Our job is to share our journey. Our job is to share our successes and our failures, to show people that this is a real journey. We don't have the before and after picture that just pop up out of nowhere. We share the ups and downs, my crazy sweaty hair, my sweat like mascara coming down. Our job is our journey. And I think that's the freaking coolest thing. I'm just sharing with people what I'm doing. Energy. Be the energy you want to attract. What kind of energy are you showing up with on your stories? What kind of energy are you posting with? What kind of energy are you using when you're talking to people? I have found that I don't have my phone. It's set up for Bella's audition. But if I use voice texting or voice messaging, the energy is super sky high. I want people to hear how excited I am, because you can text, but nobody can hear that tone. And 99.999% of the time, when I have somebody on the phone and I'm talking to them about the challenge pack, about the BOD group, about accountability, about the sisterhood that we have, they're going to sign up. They're jumping on because they hear the energy. How are you showing up on a scale from 1 to 10? Are you living it, or are you not resembling it at all? And then tracking. Are you tracking your business? Are you tracking it all? Are you tracking, we have the business activity tracker. Are you tracking that you drink your shake every day, your exercise? How many people are you inviting? How many people you're following up with? Are you posting? Are you everything on that invite tracker? Are you tracking that? Are you tracking, if you're in a place right now where you're starting to create an income for yourself, are you tracking your income? Are you tracking your weekly income? Are you tracking, okay, what do I need to do to get to the next level? Are you tracking how many coaches you have in your organization? How many emeralds? How many diamonds? That's how you have to track everything. What you track is going to grow. Okay. So I know this is a lot, but I'll share this obviously in the group. I'll share this file in the group so that you can come back to it and kind of take a look at it and see where you stand, and then reflect on it. and come back and say, okay, this is where I stand with all of these things. How can I improve upon it? Or how am I like kicking ass in it? Okay. And if you need my help, I'm here. So these are things that I want you to kind of reflect on and think about, because when we heard Kyle talk about it, he's my corporate mentor. So he's always whooping it in my face. He's like, wake up, come on, let's do this. Sit with it and decide what is it that you have to do. And if you need help, I'm here. There's a ton of coaches that are willing to help you. There's tons of trainings in the Beachbody Champions page that will help you. Okay. And a final thought, how we do anything is how we do everything. Think about that. How do you do anything? Do you half-ass it? Do you just get to just almost there and then don't finish? Or do you do it all? Are you like from start to finish? Do you go all in on what you're doing and what you're in, right? So you have to think about that. How we do anything is how we do everything. That was a big one for me, because there are days where like today was a really hard workout for me. I didn't work out until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that does not work for me at all. I need to work out in the morning when I'm fresh. My brain has no clue what's going on. I hit the energized hits and I'm not starving at that point. And at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my workout sucked and I was ready to give up. I was like, whatever, I have 30 seconds left in the freak out zone. I don't care. And I said, you know what? No, I need to go and finish my 30 seconds. And I finished my Buddha squats. I think I got my Buddha squats in. Like I got one last round of that. I could have just sat there and been like, whatever. Nobody's going to know. But I know, because that was something, right? And that reflects on how I do everything else. So I really, mornings are for me the best. It gets in the afternoon, it's really hard for me to go in. So I want you to really reflect on these 14 traits. You know, you may not want to be a top coach. You may not want to be a top 100 coach. That's fine. But be the best coach that you can be, right? Because all of this is self-improvement. Our journey is self-improvement. How cool is that? We get paid to personally develop ourselves, physically develop ourselves, and stay healthy, which is really cool. All right, so let me stop sharing screen, and then I'm going to talk to you about the BFF program, because I think, morning people, I know I was not a morning person, and now I'm a morning person. It's crazy. And I feel like I've lost my entire day if I don't get it in. Like today was complete madness for me.
I'm still not a morning person, but
right.
I'm a morning workout person.
I think you're a morning person.
Still don't do that snooze crew thing. I can't. That whole 5:30 does not.
I gave myself yesterday and today to sleep in until 6:30, but I need to get back into my 5:30 jam. Okay, so the BFF program. Listen, guys, this is literally free money that they're giving to these new coaches. So I have a new coach that he started in January. I have to reach out to him, but any new coach that signs up between January and March gets a promo code for $40 to give to somebody to sign up as a coach. Why is this important? Because that new coach that you signed up this month, January, February, March, now has a super easy way to get a family member started, to get a spouse started, and they're halfway to Emerald. That's huge. This is a gift. They're getting a challenge pack for $120. That's less than a bag of Shakeology. They're getting Shaco and BOD. I don't even know how the company is making money off this. But anyway, it is huge. Anybody that signs up as a coach this month, tell them, hey, listen, you have this opportunity to make a $50 referral fee with signing up another coach, signing somebody up as a coach. Have you considered building this as a business? Have you considered getting your Shakeology paid for every month? It's helping 3 people a month. You already have one in the bag with this $40 promo. I know, Olga, you're like on fire. You have this one girl who was like on the fence about coaching. Reach out to her, say, oh my gosh, there's this promo code that is out there that you will get, that you can gift to somebody to get them started. right? Emily, you're wide open, sister. It's a great incentive. So I would definitely urge you to use that because, man, I'd be all over that. You get a promo code and you get a promo code. You get a promo code. Everybody gets one, but that's usually the first person that people get nervous about signing up their first person, right? Oh my God, I don't know how to sign them up. Here it is, the $40 promo code. So it's great. It's a great incentive. And it's just this month. I think it's just this month. The coaches that sign up this month, and it's good until the end of April. Yeah. Okay. So make sure you're using that. Yeah. And then the Basics 101 group is open. I'm going in there. I'm kind of, I didn't want to do a wash, rinse, repeat type of thing with the scheduled posts after I watched Kim Fitzpatrick's National Wake Up Call. I was like, man, that makes so much sense. But if we need to, we can put some posts up here and there just so that we don't feel like we're so frazzled with coming in and getting some people with some energy. But I'm trying to go in live and just kind of pep people up. And I have to get my coaches in there, my customers in there. I sent them links, but nobody's approved or nobody's decided to come in. Anyways, I'm rambling. My thought process is in the air. So yeah. Any thoughts, ladies, that you have, questions, concerns? What are we going to cook for March 17th? Any ideas? No, we can think about it. I'll look in the Fixate. Maybe there's kind of like a St. Patrick's Day themed type of thing. That would be fun to make. That wouldn't be too long.
I'm opening it up now. Hang on a second.
You're so funny. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording so that we don't have this going super long. All right. Stop recording. That is the end of our call.